Hi, this is Dr. Sandy Andersson. Welcome to Gentle Yoga for Happy Spines. As a chiropractor, as a yoga teacher, it's so important to find that balance. The balance to your spine, the balance to your body, and therefore the balance to your life. Yoga may help you find that balance. Enjoy today's class. Feet are flat, table posture. Take a breath in as you drop the belly down toward the floor in cow. And reverse, let your breath out as you bring the spine up toward the ceiling in cat. And again, belly down toward the floor, look up toward the sky. Good, and reverse into cat. Rock the body back and forth so you go forward toward your fingertips and back toward your heels. And forward toward your fingertips and back toward your heels. One more time, forward and back. And when you go back, just stretch back into an active child's pose. Active means you're getting the hands activated. Stretch so that the wrist is on the mat, but the fingers are leading toward the front of your mat. Shoulders are engaged. The low back area and the buttocks are pushing toward the space behind you. And come back up to all fours. Shake out the hands a little bit. Shake one hand, put it back down, shake out the other. And you can always do this if you have any discomfort. Let's bring the left knee toward the center of the mat. Stretch out the right leg to the space behind you with the foot flat back. Look over your left shoulder and swing that right leg over your left side. Let it land on the pinky toe and move when you're in this position. Just stretch out that low back. You can rock back and forth. Good, and come back to table. Bring the right knee toward the center of your mat. Stretch out the left leg. Bring that left leg over the right side as you look toward that right leg. And same thing, rock, move, whatever that low back needs. Good. And come on back up into table. Keep the big toes together, but bring the knees as wide as your mat. Good. We'll go back into a wide knee child's pose. So push the buttocks back toward your heels. Move your arms forward if you want. You can let your elbows land. Bring your hands into Anjali Mudra, prayer posture. Put them above your head. This is wide knee child's pose, and just relax for a moment in this position, feeling the feels. Can you bring the buttocks a little bit more toward the heels? If so, great. And come on back up to all fours. Tuck the toes underneath. Tuck the toes and walk your hands back If you're comfortable sitting up, go ahead. If you need to come up onto your knees, that's fine too. Great. Bring the shoulder blades toward each other. Start with the right arm, swing it forward and up and back and down. Left, forward, up, back, and down. One more with the right. And with the left. This time, we're going to swing the right and let it land onto the heel of the right foot. So swing the right arm forward and up and arch so that you can attempt to reach the right heel, left arm up to the sky, looking up at that left arm as you stretch it up, and release. Good. Bring the left arm to the floor and forward and up and back. Let it land on the left heel. Arch that back. Right arm up to the sky. Look up at that right arm as you stretch it up to the sky and down. Beautiful. Let's go over onto our back. Have a block near you and have a strap near you. You can use a strap, you can use a scarf, a rope, and if you don't have any of those, you can do this without having the resistance. So we'll lay on our back, take the block, and in the lowest position, bring the block underneath the sacrum, under the buttocks. You can have your knees bent, or the knees can be straight. This is called a supported bridge. If you lift the upper body, you can bring the shoulder blades a little closer together. The hands are flat on your mat. And this is a supported bridge. Kirsten, are you feeling the stretch?
Yes, in my pelvis.
Yep, in the pelvis. Good. That's a beautiful position. This is really nice to be able to reverse that posture in the low back area passively. So this is a real good stretch. All right, bend the left leg, keep the right leg straight, palms flat on your mat. Lift that straight right leg up to the sky. And slowly bring it down to the floor. One more time, straight up to the sky, nice and stretched. Circle the right ankle one direction and the other direction. And down. Bend the right knee, stretch out the left. Lift that left leg up toward the sky, foot flat, and down. And the left leg again, straight up to the sky, Circle the ankle one direction and the other direction. And down. Bend both knees. Pushing down on your hands, lift the hips up toward the sky to remove the block. Bend the right knee, grab onto the right knee with both hands. Left knee can be bent or straight. Take a breath in as you lift the head up toward that right knee. And down. Release the right leg. Bring the left knee toward your nose. Grab on with both hands. Take a breath in as you lift the head up toward the knee. And down. Release the left knee. Bring both knees up toward the chest. Hold on to the knees with your hands. Take a breath in as you lift your head up toward the knees toward your nose, and release. Hold on to the knees with your hands at the top of the knees. You don't have to be encircling your knee, but just let the hands lay on the knees. And go ahead in circles. One direction, nice big circles, feeling a massaging action on the low back, and then the other direction. Good. And release both knees down to the floor. Find your strap. When you find your strap, find the middle and put that strap around the right foot. Hold on to the strap with both hands. Stretch out the left leg. Holding the strap with both hands, bring it over your left side. Keep that right hip planted on the mat. Good. You'll feel that stretch in the hamstrings. You may feel it in the back of the shin. You may feel it in the IT band at the side of the right leg. Hold on to the strap just with your right hand and guide that right leg all the way over your right side. And find a comfortable place where your leg can be stretched out, and go ahead and move it around. You can do circles. You can shake, bring it up toward your head, down toward your feet. Keep both hips nicely centered and planted onto your mat, and just move. This will open up the area on the inner thigh of the right leg. And keeping it in motion is a good idea. Using the right hand, guide that right leg back to the center. Grab on with both hands. Straighten out the leg and bring it a little closer to the head if you can. Just stretch a little bit more so that you're stretching out the hamstrings. And release the right leg. Stretch it out. Point the toes toward the back of the room and the toes toward your head. Toes toward the back of the room, toes toward your head. Bend the right leg. Bring the left toward your arms as you put the strap around the left foot. Using both hands on the strap, Guide that left foot up toward the sky with a straight leg. Good. And just rock it a little bit just to feel that stretch. Using both hands, stretch out the right leg. Using both hands, bring the strap over the right side. Good. Keeping both your hips planted on the mat. Guide that left foot back to the center. Release your right hand and bring that left leg over the left side. And when you get there, you can circle, you can stretch back and forth, whatever is comfortable for you. Just feel that stretch in the inner thigh of the left leg. With that left arm, guide the left leg back to the center, grab onto the strap with both hands. Stretch out that left leg and see if you can guide it a little closer toward your head. Good. And bend that left leg to release the strap. And just lay it alongside of you. Stretch out the left leg. Right arm down toward your feet, up to the sky and overhead. Right arm back up to the sky and down onto your mat. Left arm stretched down toward your feet, up toward the sky and overhead. Back up to the sky and down toward your feet. Both arms down toward your feet, up to the sky, overhead, and let it rest onto your mat, onto the floor. You may have to move the shoulders to let that happen. Bring the right arm back, stretching out that right side, and the right foot stretched down toward the side of the room, so you're just stretching out the whole right side. Relax it. Now stretch the left side. Good. Back to the center and stretch both. Right arm stretch, left arm stretch, and release. Good. Lay on your side. Push yourself gently up so that you can go over onto your belly. And land in Sphinx. And in Sphinx, you're on the forearm of both hands, with both arms with your hands nice onto your mat. Good. Tuck your toes underneath and see if you can rock forward and back. Forward and back. Good. And bring the feet back down so you're not on your toes, but you're on the tops of the feet. Bring your body down, arms underneath the shoulders, and gently push up into cobra with your elbows close to the body. Feeling the hips nice and tight against the mat, shoulders relaxed, and see what kind of a stretch you can give in cobra. And back down. Bend the right leg so the right foot is toward the buttocks. Bring the right arm in front of you and sweep it all the way around. See if you can grab on to that right foot. Good. And just gently see if you can bring that right foot a little closer toward the buttocks. Release. Bring that right arm back under the shoulder. Bend the left foot toward the buttocks and stretch out that left arm in front of you and all the way to the side and back to the left foot. See if you can grab on to that left foot. See if you can bring it a little closer to the buttocks. And release. Bring that left arm back under the shoulders. Take a breath in and gently push yourself again up into cobra. Look up to the sky. And back down. Bend the right leg, grab onto the right foot with your right hand. Bend your left leg, grab onto the left foot with your left hand. Take a breath in as you see if you can lift the body up toward the sky. Head comes up, feet come up, belly stays firmly planted. You can even rock. And release. Push up into table and back into child's pose. Wide knee if that's more comfortable for you. And just stay in child's pose for a moment. You can have your arms crossed. Arms can be alongside of you. Yogi's choice. From table. So for thread the needle, the left hand comes to the center, the right sweeps up to the sky and through, landing on the shoulder, bringing the left arm forward. It should be a nice relaxed position. Push back up. The right hand goes toward the center. Sweep the left arm up and through, landing on the left shoulder and right arm forward. And come on back up. And let's find a seated position on our bolster. So you're nice and centered, excuse me, nice and centered on the bolster. So using the bolster to help support the spine with a nice lumbar curve, shoulder blades toward each other, hands palm down or palms up. Spine parallel to the space behind you, which may mean that you have to sit up a little bit taller and back a little bit more on your hips. Picture the separation between each of the vertebrae. Yoga for happy spines is just that. How do we make our spines happy? And how do we keep them that way? Close your eyes. Focus on your breath. Breathing in, holding it at the top, and Thoughts may come, thoughts may go. From this moment forward, life takes on a new meaning. Every decision I make is an enhancement to my health and an enhancement to my wealth. WELLTH. My actions promote this wellness by creating balance through my day, to my spine, creating balance to my body, therefore creating balance in my life. I nourish and strengthen the quality of all of my relationships, starting with the relationship I have with me, and then reaching out to everyone I touch today, tomorrow, from this moment forward. Let's bring our hands together in Anjali Mudra. Look down toward your hands, bowing your head. Together we say Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. Have a blessed day.